What is good? What is good? This is Das Bones back and better than ever, and I am with
Monkey D. Michael, and I just want to give you a quick disclaimer right here. All Zoro stands, you might be upset because Sanji has entered back into the game.
It is that time, man. What a crazy chapter 1028 was, because Sanji finally got his due diligence.
Really,
we are
though.
calling this Return of the Mac, aka Return of the Vince Smoke, Return of the Chef.
The Chef.
And just to kick this chapter off, it started off so well because we don't even get really any of the main fights. We start off with the world government and seeing what they're doing behind the scenes.
Sitting there plotting on us for no reason. Literally just running numbers for everyone.
Yeah,
great.
They ain't been on a crumb for the 30 chapters, really the whole arc. They just been trying to wait and see what's going on. And then in the midst of that, we see that their plan is to invade if Kaido loses. So the world government will be directly taking over Wano, they're saying, and just pretty much playing pirate, which is Rob Lucci's direct words.
They want another one in the books, bro. They just want everybody to know, look, all the countries are aligned under us. Trust us.
Another territory under the belt, that's all they're trying to be. But another main goal, they say, is to also not only take over Wano and invade if Kaido loses, but get Robin again. And that's crazy because is it going to be like Aeneas Lobby? Is it going to be Water 7 all over again?
Definitely not. This is going to be a stomp you moment just to the government to let them know they said I was a Yonko. I defeated a Yonko. Here it is.
I think if CP0 challenged the Straw Hats now like CP9 challenged the Straw Hats back then, they would honestly get devastated. I think they would honestly get overwhelmed because you got to think of the Brooks of the world. You got to think of Jinbei. You got to think of how much stronger Luffy and Zoro and Sanji,
just all of them in general,
and Sanji have gotten.
And Sanji. Okay, look, emphasize Sanji. I've been a Sanji hater for a very long time, and he's loving this.
It's okay. We all have our times. But just to refocus a little bit, after we get the information spill with the world government, we revert to the perspective of Momonosuke and Yamato. And we find out that Yamato has left him because she wants the damage. Worst case scenario,
disarm as many bombs as possible.
Yeah,
right?
all like the armory at the bottom of the Skull Dome is full of explosives, and she's gonna try to do away with those if it ends up crashing, because that can lead to like 10 times worse damage. Momonosuke has to handle this on his own. What is he going through right now?
Like, he's trying his best, but it's just not happening right now. He's still intimidated by the whole fact of the war at hand right now, and the fact that his mind and his ability has not matured in itself, just his body.
Yeah, he's dealing with the fact that he understands that this is his moment to rise to the occasion, but he's still a kid in his mind. So this is not going to be any easier of a mental hurdle just because he has a more mature body. When the going gets tough, we've seen him mature up to this point, like at least speak up and do brave things like bite Kaido and attack Kaido. So that is definitely a step in the right direction to show that when the rubber hits the wall, he's definitely going to be the one to get it done. So we don't have to worry about him in the future, I don't think, but he's just really struggling right now.
He'll get it, hopefully.
And speaking of struggling, this final perspective that we get at the end, this is the goats back on the main floor of the Skull Dome. It's Zoro and King against Sanji and Queen.
Right.
And Sanji and Queen are really, they seem pretty evenly matched at this point, if you ask me.
Honestly, I was kind of taken aback.
Yeah, we thought that he was a Brachiosaurus, but when we saw him use the torso launcher, it was really weird to see him propel himself like that and become a snake at that point.
I felt like it was the beginning of the movie Anaconda. It was really weird.
So is he a Brachiosaurus, or is that a result of his experiments and he can just completely detach himself comfortably now?
It's Oda's attempt at a prehistoric animal, maybe. We even saw it with Sasaki. That was his name. I got it. Sasaki.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about
I got
the
it.
other Flying Six member. Yeah, that's definitely not a Triceratops natural ability, but like,
he still made it work. So I guess this is something that Oda wants to do and mess around with, which that's an Oda thing to do.
It doesn't really matter at this point, despite the quirkiness of it. That doesn't make it any less deadly.
No, not at all.
To see Sanji in such a bind, literally, he states that even masters of armament hockey can't get out of this.
No, like he's cracking bones, legs, ribs.
And once he is finally able to pretty much get knocked out of it due to the Brachiosaurus hitting itself, saying it, and that was kind of a weird quirk. He said the name, and doing that actually
bombed on
initiates
himself.
the latent abilities finally tapping in. A big theme of this arc is Queen really wanting to challenge Judge's scientific abilities, the biological and the genetic science that Judge has been doing versus more the mechanical science that we've seen Queen been operating with as a cyborg with all the lasers and things like that. But Sanji is unaffected. We see that his neck and his legs are completely out of whack, but he's not hurt, and he's somehow able to adjust himself. And that's when he realizes, are my latent abilities awakening? Am I finally becoming like them? I've been trying to run away from all of this for all this time, and now it may be my saving grace in this moment. So
I don't know, man.
Bro. It's going up.
I will say this: I will love to see this animated.
Man, what a crazy ending! And it was another crazy cliffhanger because we didn't really see an end result to the exchange.
Right.
We just know that Sanji's probably going to be tapping into more of these latent abilities as the fight goes on. He may have to resort to the raid suit. Hopefully, we just get to see him on his own just unlock more, because we know that these experiments were done on him and they were set in stone before he was even born. So much more in store for him.
Now, all of us Zoro stands know that since Sanji's getting a power-up, we're obviously getting a power-up because
he already got his.
No. He's always got to be above. It's all good.
He's already still stronger. We've just seen that Sanji's on his level.
No, look. No, Sanji just entered back in. Jinbei was there, and then he was like, okay, let me back in, please.
The Zoro fans have is ridiculous. Let other people be great. It's not a show about him, man. It's Luffy's show. But we love the GOAT trio. We love Sanji. We love Zoro. Hopefully more in store for the both of them, man. More in store for everybody in One Piece. More in store for everybody in Streamcast, really. Because as I catch up in Haikyuu, you know we're going to start to roll.
Oh, man, it's coming up this December. Get ready, y'all.
Oh, yeah, and the fall and the winter drops is coming, so be on the lookout for more content, please, man. You know this has been Daz Bones.
And Monkey D. Michael.
You know Lois always blooms twice.